Your Medi-Cal coverage has been canceled, terminated. Now what are you going to do? Well, do not despair because California has a plan, an automatic plan selection just for you. Hello, I'm Kevin Canals with InsureMeKevin.com, and during the COVID public health emergency, Medi-Cal was not terminating people from Medi-Cal coverage, the modified adjusted gross income Medi-Cal that most people receive when they go through Covered California. But now that that public health emergency has ended, Medi-Cal is resuming normal operations and redetermining the eligibility of people in the system. They estimate that upwards of 2 million people will lose their Medi-Cal coverage for a variety of reasons. So to help ensure that there isn't a coverage gap, Medi-Cal and Covered California have teamed up together to put in a fairly large program to help bridge the gap. Now, there's a lot of different moving parts and pieces, and you're going to be receiving a lot of letters if your Medi-Cal coverage has been terminated. So what I want to do is just kind of give you the flow of the process so you kind of understand how all of this will work. So if your Medi-Cal coverage has been terminated, you will be receiving letters. And what those letters will state is that there is an automatic plan selection for you at Covered California. Now, you do not need to accept this Covered California plan that they have selected for you on your behalf. You can opt out of it. So you can manually opt out by going to the specific website and the account that they've created for you and saying, I don't want this. I already have maybe employer-sponsored plan, or you're now on Medicare. You can opt out by just ignoring everything and it will just lapse and go away. Do remember that loss of coverage, Medi-Cal termination, triggers a 60-day special enrollment period for you to enroll in any plan. It might be in an employer plan, it might be through Covered California or direct with a health plan off exchange, Kaiser Blue Shield, one of those folks. So you will have that special enrollment period because of the qualifying life event of loss of coverage. So even if you don't enroll in Covered California, it will still be there. Now, for those folks who want to look at this automatic plan selection and the cost of this private health insurance, they can opt into the Covered California system. And Covered California has created a special microsite just to intake those folks that have had their Medi-Cal coverage terminated. And you will need to create a Covered California account if you do not already have one. You will want to go in and review the information that has been populated in that account by Medi-Cal. And checking address, phone numbers, email addresses. And the address is very important, because it's the address and the zip code that determine the plans that are offered to you and can greatly impact the subsidies that you may be eligible for. So you want to double check that address, make sure that it is good. Now, you will see this automatic plan selection, and you can accept that or you can decline it and change the plans and go to something else. Now, to make sure everything is in place, you do need to accept the terms and conditions of Covered California and make the first month's binder payment. That's the first payment for the first month of coverage. It starts on the 1st. So you need to make that if there is any premium amount on your part. There will be many instances where the subsidy is larger than the cost of the health insurance. Therefore, there is no monthly premium to you unless you change plans. Maybe you go up to a gold or platinum plan, and that will probably trigger a premium amount, and you need to make that first month's binder payment. Now, what is this automatic plan selection? How do they know what you want and what you need? So, and this is the real technical part on Covered California's within their operations. But what they're going to be looking at to see if you have a Covered California account and if there are any enrolled members. First example, you may have a Covered California account, but you're the only person, you're a single adult. So what Covered California is going to do in most instances is select the lowest cost silver plan for you in the area. And again, depending on the subsidies, based on the income that Medi-Cal has put into that Covered California account, the subsidies may be larger than the health plan and it may be a zero cost plan. But maybe you don't like that plan. Maybe the lowest cost silver plan is Kaiser and you want to use other doctors. You can change the plan, no problems. You can go through, change the plan, and again, you just need to make that first month's binder payment. Second example, there is a Covered California account and there are enrolled members. Most likely this is going to be parents who have Covered California. They're receiving the subsidies for a private health plan, but their children, 18 years old and younger, were eligible for Medi-Cal, but maybe the income has gone up, some of the children have gotten older, therefore they're now eligible for a Covered California plan with the subsidies, and they will be put into your account. And what they're going to do at Covered California is if you have a gold plan, the new members that are eligible for Covered California will be put into the gold plan. There's some other variations on that. They will not put anyone into a minimum coverage plan because the minimum coverage plans do not have any subsidies attached to them. But if you don't want your children or your other family members on your same plan because maybe you have a gold or platinum plan and they just don't need that level of benefits, you can change the automatic plan selection and put them in a plan with a carrier that is better suited for their needs and may save you money. Perhaps you have a gold plan, maybe it's better for the children to be in a silver or a bronze plan. So all you have to do is go through and change that, make the first month's binder payment, and off you go. Now there's going to be a lot of letters. It's going to be a little bit technical sometimes on some of this. It may not all make sense. Reach out to Covered California, reach out to your insurance agent if you have a delegated agent within your account, or call an agent like me or someone else in your area to help you navigate this transition, this automatic plan selection from Medi-Cal to Covered California. If you have any questions, you may leave them down below with any comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Otherwise, have a beautiful day. For InsureMeKevin.com, I'm Kevin Knaus.